educational experience at the Penn State University in State College, Pennsylvania, where I was looking at the gerontology and the elderly and health and wellness issues related to such. Graduate of my PhD at Howard University in Washington, D.C., where I looked at the homeless elderly, which was a wonderful experience while I was there, and also worked with the Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration while doing that extent of my educational career, as well as the national headquarters in Washington, D.C. at the American Red Cross doing evaluation research of HIV/AIDS education. Also, I worked with the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives that was the headquarters in Washington, D.C. as well. My alma mater is North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina, where I am from. And I've also done some educational work at the UNC in Chapel Hill under the great Dr. Gerard Linsky, a noted sociologist, while there at the period of time. I also like to share with the audience that I did work at the University of Michigan at the Institute for Social Research, as well as at Harvard University at their W.E.B. Du Bois Center.
And so in a real sense, you've been involved sociologically with some of the topics that we were talking about this morning. As a matter of fact, looking at over your background and some of the things that you've been involved in, it calls to mind so many things that we need to talk about on this particular show at this particular time, et cetera, and some of the challenges. And let's look at it, Dr. Sanford, before we get into the second segment. Let's look at some of your earlier experiences, and let's talk about the elderly. I think you mentioned you're talking about the elderly. So make some statements, and let's talk about that for the the remaining part of this particular segment.
Okay. Well, this is very crucial because, as you may very well know, here in America, the demographics suggest that we are becoming a much older and elderly society. That's not to say that that's not good. That's a positive thing, but we are increasingly becoming a much older generation now that's living longer and healthier and much more education. And so this is a demographic that we have to be familiar with. Even in all of our other institutions, people who are getting to the 70s and 80s are experiencing good health. They still have the interest that they had when they were in their younger years, even in their 50s and 60s, and have an interest in that. So when you think in terms of healthcare providers, they got to think about this new growing population that is, of course, increasing their education, increasing income, as well as with interest. So let's just say if they're living at a healthcare facility, they might have a very interest in still going to the symphony, still going to parks, still going to museums. So that old time of just having bingo games and card games at a facility is past. They have to think about the new generation of the elderly. Also, it's kind of important to recognize that given in this 21st century, people will, with those skill sets, might be working longer. If they may retire from one job and may start up in another job because they are still very competent, still have a lot of energy, still very youthful, although with an age category that might suggest differently. Now, I would like to suggest to the listening audience that I think we should be very mindful of the medical doctors and make sure that they are very in tune to the elderly.
And so let's take this first commercial break, and we'll come back with the second segment, and we'll pick up at that particular point, because I think the information you're giving us is excellent. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.
Okay.